listening to Strange Label.
Hello, this is Chris Briggs, Sharp Chris Briggs, and my good friend John Rapp, and this fucker Jake. We're live every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on strangelabel.com, and now here we are to do this for you, to you, one more time. This sounds weird. What is that? Like a wah-wah? Like, what the fuck is that? That sounded like shit, whatever I was doing. Woo! We've got a presidential candidate on the show today. Mr. Roy Backpack Barron. Is it really Roy Barron? Isn't that pizza?
Yeah, the Roy Barron.
Barron's Pizza.
Oh, the Red Baron.
Red Baron. Oh, not Backpack Barron. This guy, well, I don't know much about him. He's a beast. I don't know that to be a fact. But he's running for president, so you got to be a beast, right? I would think so. I don't think so. Jake, something crazy happened to me.
What's that?
After the show, Wednesday night, after you guys left, I got like crazy ill. I'm sure I told you some of this. Yeah. And I got like dizzy and I couldn't stand up. And then like in my abdomen and my stomach were hurting real bad. And then it like went down into my testicles and they got real weird. But then the testicle thing went away. I thought I had to go to the ER, but instead I went to my doctor and he checked everything out and ran some blood tests and some poo tests. Haven't got the results back on the poop.
I was going to ask you about that. How's your stomach doing? Last episode, you ended with some pain.
I'm doing good. I'm doing a lot better now. But this week I've been pretty fucked up.
The same thing? Something different?
No, the same thing. The sweats, like, because I had a fever. I was at 101.6 that night after you guys left.
Dang. Jeez.
Yeah.
What's your body up to?
And I was sweating like a mug. And then for the next, like, for the next almost a week, I still had, like, kind of a fever at night or night sweats. You know, I was soaking through the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And the weird thing is my stomach, or, like, my poo, like, anyway, they said it's a viral infection and that it's not, like, I thought I had to get my appendix ripped out or something or sucked out of my body.
Yeah.
But, no, it's just a viral infection, whatever that means. And it actually did go away slowly. And now I can actually poo normally.
That's good.
But what was happening before was my muscles, like it was in my abdomen and I was feeling like my muscles were tight and then it went lower and then it got to the point to where I couldn't, my poo pusher muscles were in pain, you know?
Is that the sphincter? Is that what that is?
No, not the sphincter. It's like inside. Like, you know, it doesn't feel like your butt. Like it's just like whatever, you know, like whatever you use to like push those muscles inside to push.
Mm-hmm. Diaphragm?
I thought your diaphragm was in your chest, bro.
You're talking about when you go to take a poo, whatever the muscles you're using to push it out.
Yeah, they felt like in my lower abdomen.
Those were compromised.
They were compromised. I couldn't push unless when I was sitting down because it would, you know, it was just too hard and painful. But I could push when I was standing up. And I had the, you know, I had the diarrheas. So,
oh no,
and I had to get rid of them. But the only way I could, so what I would do is I would start to, what was that noise? I would start to push a little bit when I was standing up, and then slowly lower myself, and then let it, you know, and then let it come out.
You're doing like poo squat exercises.
Yeah, that's what ended up happening. But
that's a good visual.
Jake, it got out of control.
It got worse than that.
Well, no, because
you can't aim that. I wouldn't think.
You
right?
can't. You have to really know where that's dropping and at what force it's spraying. And something crazy happened, and I don't know how this happened, but I had to clean the shower curtain.
Oh man! You sprayed it all over the shower curtain.
Yeah. And I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah, how is that possible? It's like a 90-degree angle.
The shower curtain's next to the thing, and it's like, you know, a good foot and a half away.
How did you get so far off that you thinking that, oh yeah, I got this over the toilet, I'm aiming good, but you're actually
It's splattered. It's sprayed. It landed on the toilet seat.
oh man, that's what type of force we're dealing with here.
Oh, it was bad, man. So then you're feeling like crap, and then it's like, oh man, now I got to clean this up.
Yeah, you can't handle that.
I handled it like a trooper, man. I cleaned it all up. Then I woke up and had to wash the shower or the
curtain.
The curtain. Luckily, you can just throw those things in the dishwasher.
Okay.
Just joke. You were about to take that at face value. Why did you put it in the dishwasher?
I've heard it. I don't know. Maybe I've heard of that before. Dishwasher.
Not the dish.
Because
I don't put the poo in there with the dish.
Oh no,
clothes
not
washer.
that. Not that. Yeah, you're right. Not a dirty diaper.
You ever walk into a gas station bathroom and it looks like someone exploded?
Yeah, I always thought that was like a kid doing a prank.
Yeah, me too.
But I now understand how that happens.
Somebody on the road or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Explosive diarrhea.
Yeah, I understand how that happens now. It sucks.
Well, how does that happen? Like, how'd you get that? And what is it? Is a viral infection, whatever that is. And somehow that made your stomach muscles not work. Man, that's weird.
It is weird, John. I'm glad you pointed that out. Because at the time I was thinking it was totally normal.
It's probably not weird in the scope of things, but it sounds like I'm not satisfied with the doctor's answer. You know, like, what's going on here? Why'd the muscles just seize up?
That's how viruses work, though.
Yeah, he didn't know, but
It's just...
Is it?
I was hoping he was going to give me, like something for the pain, but he made me be a big boy. He made me deal with the pain, and it was bad. He did say if it gets worse to call him, but yeah, that's sleeping. I mean, I could have used, like a half of Vicodin for bedtime because the laying down was the worst. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Oh yeah.
But I'm good now. My poo pushers have returned. Should we call our guest?
Yeah. Author of Looking Glass Shattered.
What's that about?
I don't know.
RoyBaron.com, right?
Yeah, RoyBaron.com.
RoyBaron.com.
Real Roy Baron on Twitter.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He's running for president, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that anymore.
I don't think you can. I feel like, hello? I feel like it has to be a joke or a statement, because it can't. Hello?
Hello.
Mr. Barron, Roy Backpack, my man.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, man? How are you doing?
I'm all right.
This
You got a good radio voice.
Thanks. This is Chris. John's over there, and Jake's over here. Jake doesn't talk a lot.
Hey.
He just talked, fucker. So you're running for president. What the hell's that all about? Why are you doing that?
Well, I'm trying to do something. I figure with the choices, I got to do something. At least try.
What?
Somebody's got to do it.
But I mean, there's no way you're gonna win, right?
Well, I'm going to put it out there on the record. Are we live yet, or?
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay,
We're live every Wednesday night.
Okay. I wasn't sure. Yeah, so I'm just putting out there that I'll run as a Republican, a Democrat, or I still have a chance as a centrist independent candidate. So I'm willing to run on any of the parties if stuff comes out about Hillary, which, might, some pretty devastating stuff, or Trump with the whole Trump stuff going on with his university. So I put myself out there, trying to do something.
You can run under either Republican or Democrat?
Well, I could. I'm putting myself out to the party leaders and saying, hey, I'll run.
Isn't that kind of weird, though? Because aren't you supposed to be one or the other deep down inside your heart?
Well, as a centrist candidate, I can be that guy that bridges the Republicans and Democrats.
What does that mean?
Well, 70% of Americans are centrist. It means we look at the types of centrist people are. We look at everything like, how do we work together? What are the best pieces of Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, Green Party, all that stuff, Constitution. And you take the best of all that and you become a centrist. So that enables me to run on any party platform, really. So, yeah.
Now, why the hell? I mean, I don't know if I'd want to be president. Did you dream of being president when you were a kid?
That's a great question. I was a Boy Scout. I don't know that I can say I dreamt of being a president, but I've always liked helping people. I've done a lot of charity over the years, and I call it a servant leader. Part of what I'm trying to teach people too is the difference between a politician and a servant leader. So I made it up to almost Eagle. I'm a huge Boy Scout fan, and also I've worked with military, law enforcement, intel, what the word quiet professional means. And it means being very humble and doing things to help our country and to help bring us together and patriotic. So those are all really important values. So those are servant leaders, but a politician is someone who's in it for making gobs of money. And, if you look at the Clintons, for example, their net worth since Bill was president has gone up, 50,000 points. So it's not about the ego or the making the money. It's sincerely wanting to help people. So that's why I'm throwing my hat in the ring for president.
Do you actually think you could be president?
Oh, I think there's still some really remote chance. I recently put a pitch out to Fox News, too. I think exposure on the Chris Brake show, I really appreciate you having me on the show. And just as much exposure as I can. I still somehow believe it could. Well, I believe 2016 is the year of the outsider, so I'm definitely fit in that mold. That's what has really propelled Trump, to be where he has no. Hasn't won.
But how come we've never heard of you?
Well, it's all part of the whole thing. It's just getting on as many shows and getting a word out there as much as I can.
And you got to spend money to do that, right?
Yeah, well, that's true. I don't have the billions. I've had to sleep out of cars and homeless shelters, and recently I just had $13 to get through a month. So I'm trying to make a statement too, is that for having my own personal experiences, I can represent the 99% of Americans.
What do you do with $13 a month?
Well, I had some money, but I just went down to 13. I had to get a Craigslist ad and stay with this guy for $350 a month, and I just barely made it through. I'm just saying those types of experiences are really what speak to the 99%, because I researched this, and 63% of Americans can't afford a $500 bill of any kind. So I think the American people really can't relate to any of the current candidates, where they're all billionaires. And another thing is, I'm 48 years old. It's a bunch of 70-year-olds. They're a completely different generation than the millennials and the Generation X. So they can't relate, and it's not the revolution that people are looking for. So I put myself out as a presidential candidate, but also a lot of level-headed people I've talked to, these are not tin hat or conspiracy people, are saying we're headed towards some type of American revolution or civil war. So I put myself out as if you're looking for a leader, I'll put my name out there too in the hat, because I don't know what's headed down the road, but I'm not hearing a lot of positive things of where our country's headed. So I feel like if I don't do something, it'll inspire a lot of other people to stand up too.
Well, why you? What are you doing, John?
Well, why me? I guess, I wrote this book, Looking Glass Shattered, and I had these personal experiences. And why me? It's just, I feel like I've got to do something. I've got some ancestors that were, unfortunately, they were in the Holocaust, and they were in the 1930s during Germany, Hitler, and all that.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they were baked in ovens and stuff like that. So, there were so many people that had they known what was going to happen in 1930s before Hitler, that's part of what's pushing me, is like, I don't want to be that guy who just gets baked in an oven. I want to be some guy who at least tries something. So that's part of what's pushing me. That's, to answer your question, why me? That's part of the why me answer to that question.
You don't want to be in an oven.
You want to travel through time.
Well, I want to make it the best I can, but no, I want to make sure that not just me, it's not a lot of other people end up in ovens. That, we either have this more fascist kind of Trump guy, or we have Hillary.
Like that. Roy Barron has a no oven policy.
Exactly. I want to see all the American people avoid the ovens.
I think a lot of people could get behind that.
Yeah, that's a pretty serious.
Now you said American people. Now what about like refugees? Can we put them in the ovens or?
Well, no. I mean, I believe in.
What about illegal immigrants? because they're breaking a law.
They can go somewhere.
Yeah, you gotta go somewhere. They don't want to be home.
Yeah, I know this is a big hot topic. I want to make our refugee camps as close to Boy Scout camps as possible. And we got to take care of these illegals, but we also got to deport them as fast as we can. But I make a really bold statement is that I do want to create a halt to refugees coming to the United States, because I believe that, like I said, 63% of Americans suffering. I've seen so many homeless veterans on the streets and people suffering in America. So it's time I have a hashtag out called Nation Build USA Only. So I'm really focused on how can we help Americans. But we do have illegals. We've got 11 million illegals, and we'll put them in Boy Scout camps, make them as humane as we possibly can, but also deport them as quickly as we can. Because, recently Obama spent
I like that. So so the illegal immigrants get to learn the skills of the Boy Scouts of America. Do they get the badges?
Well, it's humane. I like to point that out because sometimes the word camp can mean a huge cross section of things. You could say a Boy Scout camp, which is a really humane way to treat people, or you could have the camps like Hitler did, where you're baking everybody in an oven. So I always like to point that out. So I use the word Boy Scout camp.
Okay, so it's not a literal Boy Scout program.
Right.
Will it be like that camp they send Tony Montana to at the beginning of Scarface when he can't get into the United States?
Well, I can't say I've really seen that movie. That one doesn't really ring a bell with me, but I want to emphasize that we are treating people humanely. If America breaks down so much, what's the point of being in America? If we don't there's a whole thing about Americans, and we treat people well.
I kill communists for fun, but for a green card, I slice them up real good.
Well, Stalin did that's leads into the whole gun thing. I am very pro-gun. As a candidate, I do believe. Woo! And one thing what happened in communism and Stalin time was that he confiscated guns, and then 40 million the Russians were killed, or the Soviet Union. So I do believe people need their guns to protect themselves against a government gone against the people. So that's a really important point that a lot of people aren't talking about as far as making sure that people have their guns.
I don't think they can really take everybody's gun. Now, what about these people that can print? What are your views on the 3D printing of the AR assault rifle 15 things?
Well, that's amazing technology. I think I'll be clear is that no matter what we do, a bad guy is always going to get a gun. It doesn't matter whether we do have incredible restrictions. The people that are really getting hurt are law-abiding citizens. So I would work with the NRA and the Gun of America, who I've interviewed on Voices of Global Freedom. Great show that I was on with Yoda, Real Life Yoda. But I think that this
Yoda?
Yeah, Real Life Yoda. He's an amazing guy. I worked with him for 19 months.
Real Life Yoda.
Yeah, check it out.
Does he look like him? Or he sound like him?
He actually looks like him, and he goes by that name because he doesn't want the cartel to find out about him, because he actually has been involved with taking down a lot of the cartel. And if you go to magnifiedview.com, you can learn more about Yoda and learn more about me. I go by Backpack on the show.
We'll put a link to that on our website.
Yeah, it's a great magazine. I mean, it's really about how to deal with counterterrorism and how to deal with how to make sure Americans are safe. So I actually slept on his couch, and he's actually blind, the Real Life Yoda. So I was like the real life Luke Skywalker, living with the blind Yoda and taking care of him.
I've never really seen Star Wars.
Have you seen Star Wars?
Not really. I get what you're saying, though.
Yeah, so this was the real deal. He really is an amazing guy. He was in Vietnam, Korea. He fought in all these wars, and just wars with no names. He spent 11 years overseas.
How do we get him on our show?
Oh, well, that's a great question. I can talk to him about it.
Not that we don't enjoy speaking with you. This guy just sounds amazing.
He really is. I mean, we could write a book about Yoda, but nobody would believe it. That's for sure. So he is one of those. He's like an American James Bond guy. If you hear, he's got a very distinct, resonating voice too. He's got a really good radio voice.
Well, this guy sounds perfect.
He's a cool guy.
You need to get him on the campaign, right?
Well, that is one thing is that...
Dude, if you ran with the Real Life Yoda as your vice president, that would be good.
That would be great. I am looking for a vice president, by the way. I'm running from Texas, but I can't run with someone from Texas. It has to be another state. It's just the rules. Really? I didn't write the rules, but I have learned a lot of different things about what it's like to run for president. That's for sure.
Now, when you pick your vice president, does it have to be a black guy?
Well, the vice president can be someone who's obviously qualified. I mean, being one heartbeat away from the presidency if something were to happen to me. So I got to choose someone who, is well known. Hopefully, that might have some more than the $13 that I've had some months to get by. But who really
$13? Is this like your $27 thing that Bernie Sanders always says? You got this $13 is part of your campaign, isn't it? You're going to tell, part of your spiel, your story, your selling point.
True. I can say that this is coming out of my own inheritance. I pretty much blew all of my inheritance writing the book Looking Glass Shattered, and I've given out hundreds and hundreds of free copies, so I haven't really made money to speak off the book. So it's just been the reality of it.
You're one of those guys. What's up, John?
We didn't get one.
Well, it's actually free on July the 1st and July the 2nd, so check it out on Amazon Kindle. You can get your free download.
Nice.
And so, yeah, I try to make it where everybody can just have it because I believe it's a really important read, and I put 5 years of work and effort into that book. So,
what's it about?
Well, I got rid of all my stuff in April of 2011 and donated and everything, and I was working in these cubicles. I had some IT jobs doing a lot of quality assurance.
No, I got back up. I got back up real quick. Now, hold on. When you said inheritance, that makes us, that makes us be like, oh, so what kind? This guy came from wealth. Like, what's your background? Did you have a lot of money? Did you go to an Ivy League school?
No, I went to the University of Tennessee. I graduated, got a bachelor's.
I'm sorry, man. That means you can't be president.
Why?
Because you have to go to an Ivy League school.
No, I don't fit that Ivy League profile. Yeah, I'll be honest with you.
You don't have any Kennedy. You don't have any friends with the last name of Kennedy, man. You're screwed.
I'm not in any secret society, so I don't know any secret handshakes.
Oh yeah, man, you're out.
So, but
You won't even get close. I'm sorry.
So the money that I saved up was doing these IT jobs. So I had $60,000 saved up and no debt at all. So I just put everything in a backpack and I started hiking the trails, the Appalachian Trail, all up the Northeast. And I made it all the way to Maine. I did sections. I didn't do the whole thing, but I did 10 miles a day. And so it was a great experience. And then I ended up staying in hostels, like a month in D.C., a month in Boston. And I just started thinking, rewriting the book all the time as I'm traveling, and just started saying, well, I'm just going to crisscross America and do these unusual things like sleep on the couch of Yoda's house, for example, and learn how to be Luke Skywalker and defeat the Dark Star of tyranny. So that's a big part of it. Real life Luke Skywalker, working with the Yoda, who's really blind. I learned
blind and deaf.
Yeah. I did learn recently there's a new Star Wars coming out, December, and the main character will be blind. So that's really bizarre. It's funny how that works out.
That is bizarre. You got to hook up with this guy. He's your ticket right there, the Real Life Yoda.
Oh, yeah, he is.
We're going to need to pump up your campaign a little bit here because you're slacking. I've heard of the party.
Yeah.
The Yoda party.
Oh, there's so many political parties out there. It's real. There's over... there's really about 500 people running for president is what I heard. But, I did watch the, what's his name, Gary Johnson, the Libertarian candidate. And there's some stuff I agree, but not always agree with him.
Feel my Johnson.
Yeah, I don't know what you think of him.
I feel like it's my only choice.
Yeah, so you're going to go with him?
He's a little kooky. But, yeah, I'm going to go with him. I feel that's all I've got.
Yeah. Well, if some miracle happens and I can get 15% of the poll votes, I can make it to that, the big debate. That's a big deal.
Yeah, how are you polling? Because it seems like even Gary Johnson might not make it to the debate.
That's true. He's polling about, 10% right now?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Well, we'll see. I'm trying to do something, get on the Fox News and get on the Chris Break show. This is my big break, being on the Chris Break show.
Are you mocking us?
No, I appreciate it. No, it fits nicely with the break, the word break and Chris Break.
You know, Roy, I think we got to go.
Okay.
All right, it was good talking to you, man.
Thanks for having me on, man.
All right, take it easy, sir.
All right, have a good night.
RoyBaron.com. Vote for Roy.
Και ανάσες, μέρες μετρούσε η ζωή. Όλα τα ίδια, όλα πληκτικά, πως δεν τολμούσε να πει. Άνθρωποι γύρω, φιγούρες, για μένα όλοι μαύρα κορμιά. Της μοναξιάς όλα ιδανικά, μόνη γερνούσε η ψυχή. Ώσπου μια Κυριακή, φώτα και μουσική, ξαφνικά όλα αλλάξαν γλυκά με ένα χεροπολί. Και όλα αλλάξαν γλυκά, πέτρα πίσω βαριά, έριξα μέσα στη μοναξιά. Μες στα μάτια σου όλη η ζωή, όνειρα και κορμί. Πέτρα ρίχνω και να σκορπίσουμε εγώ κι εσύ. Της αγάπης κομμάτια βαθιά, να κυλάμε μαζί. Όλη γη, εγώ κι εσύ. Φιγούρες, για μένα όλοι μαύρα κορμιά. Της μοναξιάς όλα ιδανικά, μόνη γερνούσε η ψυχή. Ώσπου μια Κυριακή, φώτα και μουσική, ξαφνικά όλα αλλάξαν γλυκά με ένα χεροπολί. Και όλα αλλάξαν γλυκά, πέτρα πίσω βαριά, έριξα μέσα στη μοναξιά. Μες στα μάτια σου όλη η ζωή, όνειρα και κορμί. Πέτρα ρίχνω και να σκορπίσουμε εγώ κι εσύ. Της αγάπης κομμάτια βαθιά, να κυλάμε μαζί. Όλη γη, εγώ κι εσύ. Ώρες, στιγμές και ανάσες, άνθρωποι γύρω φιγούρες, στη μοναξιά. Μες στα μάτια σου όλη η ζωή, όνειρα και κορμί. Πέτρα ρίχνω και φύ, να σκορπίσουμε εγώ κι εσύ. Της αγάπης κομμάτια βαθιά, να κυλάμε μαζί. Όλη γη, εγώ κι εσύ. Όλη γη, εγώ κι εσύ. Όλη γη, εγώ κι εσύ.
That was Konstantinos Dilzas. The song was Petra and Effie summer version. Konstantinos Dilzas. Dilzas. Jake,
Yo.
something's been happening.
Oh.
John, you got those
What's
voicemails?
the diarrhea?
Or should I pull them up?
Yeah, I got him.
All right. Something's happening. I'm not quite sure what it is.
Whoa!
But
What's
this-
all these? We got a bunch of new voicemails.
This affects all of us.
New voicemail from.
Oh, no.
From the 40-ounce pimp.
Oh.
What were you worried about, Jake? Who'd you think it was?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
Lawyer.
Oh, that'd be a good guess. Hey, did you see those people who are trying to sue us? Indiana Talks, the lawyer guy that Nick kept saying, like he sent us a screenshot talking to him, Charlie White.
Yeah, Charlie's gonna sue us.
Yeah, this was just this was like a headline in the newspaper today. Is Charlie White's lawyer license or whatever suspended for 2 years.
Because he's not going to be suing us.
Yeah. There's a big headline in the paper.
Just wait till those 2 years over, man. I can't. Like the guy committed multiple felonies, right? And he got
2 years.
Yeah, 2
6.
years, 6 felonies, and they for some reason threw out some of them.
All right. Not enough evidence against him.
Yeah, I know nothing about it. I'm just saying, man, you commit a bunch of felonies and political fraud or whatever it was. We don't know exactly. You read about it in the paper. But
My name's Sean Ritter, 40-ounce pimp, a.k.a. Fucking 1609947.
What?
6. I also have to say that fucking Jake is the biggest fucking faggot prick that I have ever had the fucking miss opportunity to have.
who's he talking about?
Apparently me.
Oh, Jake.
Motherfucker. I mean, he's such a little bitch and such a whiny little crybaby that I'm not gonna have anybody go murder him, but I think Jake sucks.
What?
So much for Jake. I'm not gonna have anybody go murder him, but I think Jake just sucks. So much for Jake.
I
I
sucks?
guess he's out of the record books because Jake,
You
you
suck.
gotta get a life, my dude. And I'm gonna slam you. The fucking WrestleMania, motherfucker. I'll see you at WrestleMania, Jakey.
Jakey?
Is that Bam Margera? So what happened? So you've been text messaging him or something?
He's pissed.
What, me?
Yeah.
No.
What'd you do to stir up the hornet's nest?
I've never met 40.
I might have to give him your number then. Because I don't want him calling us.
Okay, well listen here, fucking cheese Jake. You fucking piece of fucking garbage. Now, well, that was a little harsh. No, it's not harsh. We gotta tell you the real deal. I got to be one to inform you of your horrible misbehavior. Okay, so now you got the 40-ounce motherfucking pimp on the fucking line once again.
What the fuck?
Okay, fucking Jake.
Oh.
You're a sponge of society.
He's talking to
I've
Jake
already
again.
said that. You have no fucking redeemable qualities. Apparently, fucking Chris Brake hates you.
That's not true.
And I don't know. I think
sounds
the
a
best
little
thing
emotional.
you can do
It sounds like he's crying.
is do the world a favor and get the fuck out of your Dodge with your punk ass music and you're fucking constantly ripping off all the fans' hard-earned money and stuff with your belligerent nonsense, inability to be a sophisticated citizen, and fucking 1-800 suck my pecker. I'll be talking to you, boy. That's blasphemous, boy.
Need to write that one down.
You must have done something though.
1-800 suck my pecker.
Did you talk to him on Facebook or?
No. What kind of music am I plagiarizing?
I think he's talking about you.
It sounds like he's saying you're stealing fans' hard-earned money.
It's either me or Jake the Snake Roberts. Said he'd see me in WWF.
Is he talking about you though?
I don't know.
Is that code or something? Meet you on the WWF. Is that code for like I'm gonna box you out or something?
I was thinking it was a World Wrestling Federation.
Yeah, right.
WWE now.
But he's not. I mean, do you plan to meet him?
My name's Sean Richard Fortin, but I don't know my Skype name. What I want to promote is Certified Platinum 40-ounce Temple and the Alcohol Poison World Tour. We just did Seas of the South. Now, I'm a big wrestling fan, so I do have to say one thing. It's kind of like I'm a redneck. It's like Jake the Snake Roberts, only we're calling him Jake the Fake Snabby Bitch. Okay, so you do need to get a real job to be a real man and a productive member of society. You're a snobby little bitch that whines too much. You think you're better than everyone.
Is that true,
I
Jake?
think you're Jake the Fake.
Now
You're
I
not
think he's
Jake
talking about Jake the Snake.
You're Jake.
No, he's talking about you.
And I think you're Jake the Fake.
Well, that's not
You're
cool.
not Jake the Snake. You're Jake the Fake faggot, fucker. I'll be talking to you tonight. See you soon.
He's talking to you later tonight.
Okay.
That's what he said.
He's not calling me like No Neck Nick.
No Neck Nick.
Hey, what's
Knuckle-
going
Knucklehead
on?
Nick.
It's 40 ounce. The Seas of the South with Jay Gordon. Now,
Is he talking about you?
I'll film the show later
No, I
tonight.
heard Jay Gordon.
We're calling in. I got a message for this rent-a-cop pot smoking hippie over here.
He's talking about you.
I'm
That's
talking
definitely
about
not
you.
me.
Rent a
Show
cop.
later tonight.
Jake, you're a rent-a-cop.
Is that true?
I'm a photographer.
Jake, you do security.
We're calling in. I got a
calling
message
in.
for this rent-a-cop pot smoking hippie over here. Jake, I'm talking about you. You punk. You know what you did.
Know what you
you
did.
know, it's completely unacceptable on behavior. Meaning nobody's finding it particularly amusing. The negative level of your attitudism is concerning me. Meaning that, you know, I think you need some serious help. And we can talk about that later, but, you know, I think maybe you need to put down the fucking pipe and get a real man's job. And, you know, you've been concerning all of us to the point where I have to call in and notify you, and I'm an alcoholic. And, fucking, I guess that's how it goes, Jakey boy.
Jakey boy.
I'll see you soon.
Like, is there something we're missing here, Jake? Like, is this,
Something
is
I'm
this
missing.
ringing any bells? Like, because this is, I mean, he's called numerous times. There's more of these.
There are. I think this is the last one.
Fucking wakey, eggs and jakey. You got the 40-ounce Pimp up in this motherfucking live on, RadioFoodBar.com, the ChrisBreakShow.com.
Back on Radio
What
Food
I
Bar?
really want to talk about is how it's funny that Jakey is really quiet. I have reason to believe he could potentially be a serial killer. And usually the quietest people are the weirdos, and we have no idea what the fuck is happening in their cartoon delusional minds. So really, you know, it's really hard to tell what goes through that guy's brain on a daily basis. So, we're gonna find out tonight once I get to talk to him, because that day seems like a piece of work. So I don't know, but we're gonna find out.
A piece of work. Dang.
Dude, he fucked you up in that one.
Yeah.
He called you a fucking weirdo.
It sounds like he's doing like wrestling promos or something. We're gonna meet tonight.
I want to hear that again. I don't know why that cracked me.
Yeah, he does. He forgets the time of the show. He forgets the current radio station. He remembers Radio Fubar. We were on them like 3 years ago or something.
Fucking Jakey is really quiet. I have reason to believe he could potentially be a serial killer, and usually the quietest people are the weirdos, and we have no idea what the fuck is happening in their cartoon delusional minds. So really, it's really hard to tell what goes through that guy's brain on a daily basis.
Jake, what is going through your brain on a daily basis? Do you have a cartoon delusional mind?
No. Not a lot. Not a lot goes through my head. I just kind of play podcasts.
With podcast playing, or
and
just you make
listen
them?
to other people in their minds. What?
So
What's going on underneath, though? I mean, you don't even know.
What goes on in your mind?
That's what I worry about myself. You can feel it sometimes. There's something weird going on underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean...
Well, you got to battle those demons.
I don't have too many demons.
So he seems to think that you've stolen money from him or something.
I did find some money in a folder.
Yeah, it was. If it was in the folder, either 40 is upgraded or it wasn't
Yeah, I
his.
made that guy a cheese sandwich.
Jake, have you ever had any thoughts of harming someone close to you?
No. No.
Have you ever had thoughts of harming an innocent stranger?
No.
What about when you're driving?
I've had, after playing Grand Theft Auto, I've had those moments. Call them Grand Theft Auto moments, where you just want to speed up and run through traffic.
Tell us, Jake, how did your cat really die?
More than likely wildlife behind my house.
That's the story you're going with? But there was a lot of blood, wasn't there?
Not that I saw.
A lot of limbs exercised?
Nope. I saw a little bit of fur. It was a bit.
Should we call 40?
Yeah, we can.
I took that phone number from you, John. So if you don't have 40's number,
I noticed that, but I have it on the computer. I want to hear this rap song though.
oh yeah, we forgot to talk to Roy Barron about it.
It's a minute long.
Why didn't you bring that up? So Roy Barron, our presidential nominee, has a rap song.
Yeah, he wrote it to kick off his presidential 2016 campaign. Take a listen and hear what Mr. Barron is going to do to bring about the changes we need. Help restore America.
I want to hear him. You're voting for him?
Sure.
Why?
Better than the other candidates.
Just vote Gary Johnson, man.
Some trap.
Alright.
It's pretty dark.
Yeah. Love. When you need you a friend.
That's
There's
Roy
only
Barron?
one that you could turn to.
Yep.
Barron, yeah, he is there, and you already know there's no pretending. 2016, you know what it mean, like y'all didn't mean. It's past it coming and past it going, but this one right here gonna stay for the floating. Ain't no commotion, they gon' run in the oceans. Ain't too deep right here, you know that he steady be standing.
This is like his presidential campaign song?
Yes.
Do it for you, me. That's why he be keeping it true, and that's why he be.
I wish we would have talked to him more.
RoyBarron.com.
For some reason, that
Where you go and get it on. You already know that we're strong. Forever and ever and ever. That's what you got to. Support for the cause. Hashtag Roy Barron. You already know, man.
Nope.
That
now
wasn't
that I've
for
heard-
Roy.
That wasn't him.
I'm not saying that it is, but I'm 100% led to believe that's him. It has a picture of him. It says Roy Barron rap for president.
Well, yeah, but I don't think that that's him rapping.
And now that I've heard it, I can see that.
It could be. That'd be awesome.
This is a new rap song written to kick off my presidential 2016. So, yeah, it might not be him. But he doesn't say who did it.
That means it might be him.
It kind of sounds like someone twisted a voice, you know, like that voice, you know? It's a weird voice.
Yeah, like Leroy Earl.
Yeah.
Like that Goonie Mobs.
Which is cool. And if this is someone's original voice, that's fine.
Someone's original voice, nobody sounds like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
La. When you need you a friend, there's only one that you can turn to. With Bad Brain, yeah, he is there.
Yeah, this sounds like Lil Wayne.
There's no pretending. 2016. You know what it mean, like y'all didn't mean. It's positive coming.
I don't want to hear this again.
But this one,
There you go. I got it. I'll turn that off.
RoadBaron.com.
Yeah, that was. I like that guy. I felt that just being an appropriate way to get off the phone with him. It seemed like a good idea at the time. I hope he thought it was as funny as I did. Because you never know sometimes. I have a very bland voice. So a lot of times I'm cracking up. But it just doesn't come through. What is that? What is that?
Yeah, what is that?
So you want to call 40?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that we're on a different browser, I've got to install some plugin.
Yeah. That's a good idea, John. So, Jake.
It's making me...
Are you nervous to talk to 40 after all this?
Beefing with Jake.
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Why? If you didn't do nothing, you shouldn't, there's anything wrong.
I'm intimidated.
Really? 40 intimidates you?
Sure.
Jake? Okay, Jake, do you understand what I'm doing right now? Tell me about something. Do you have a stupid person of the week?
I know of a cop that called in a bomb threat, and it was a rodent trap. So that's my stupid person of the week.
At least he's looking out.
Oh, he saw it and was like...
But he didn't know what a rodent trap was?
Maybe he's new on the force. Yeah, that's a pretty...
He's high.
I bet he was high.
No, he's he's the guy that shouldn't be doing that.
40?
He's so mad that he wants to talk to you off the air. He said they were going to call in after the show.
Ooh.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
No, we have to do this on the air.
09947
Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh, shit.
Well, I mean...
RoadBaron.com.
I don't know if you're calling the right number.
That's the number that he was calling with.
To start 609?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then have 94 after that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jake.
I don't know.
All right, here's what I like to do. I'm going to turn off our mics. Except for yours, Jake.
Uh-oh.
What happened? Why is he beefing with you?
I got no beef with 40.
He's got one with you.
Well, that's his problem. Turn on your mics.
What do you think about 40?
Uh-oh. Here's 40.
You hope so. What should we do about this? Should you call him back and leave messages to him? I'm tired of this.
That's a good idea. He's calling us nonstop throughout the show.
This guy who we can't hear. If we can see him.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated
Uh-oh.
voice messaging system.
Jake, I think you should record some promos where you roast 40.
I don't have anything on 40.
You put stuff under a folder.
That's true.
That's all you need.
Yeah, it really is.
I don't have any roast for 40.
All you gotta do is call up and say, "Hey,
that guy.
I heard these messages. I'm not happy about it, and this is coming from the guy who hides money under a folder."
Hey, I got something on 40.
His starts with F-U, wakey, wakey, eggs, and bakey. I see the transcript.
Okay, I've got something. 40 posted his medical, like he went to the doctor and then they, the doctor like tells you everything that happened and what they think and they write it down.
Prognosis or something? No, that's not it. But...
something like that. Well, that's all printed up and he posted it on Facebook.
Why?
I don't know. But it says cellulitis of left foot.
It's nothing.
That's nothing?
Not really.
Well, read what this says.
Oh, yeah, that is something.
Read what this says. Your left foot looks seriously infected. I'm concerned you may lose the foot. Yeah. I'm concerned you're too intoxicated to reliably take medications as prescribed.
Yeah.
I discussed referring you to the emergency department. Your girlfriend agrees to be responsible for giving you the antibiotics twice daily, and your mom will bring you back in next week. If it looks redder or the redness spreads, go to the hospital.
What happened to his foot?
And then down here, there's some.
Clear that up.
Then down here, I don't know what I can't see on the left bar what it is, but it says acute alcohol intoxication with alcoholism, uncomplicated.
So they took him to the hospital for that.
I don't know, I guess. Which explains, because I saw this picture of 40, and I thought it was hilarious because he was wearing like Air Jordans, like some sneaker on his right foot and then a sandal on his left foot.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I thought it was hilarious. So I think that maybe what was going on there was, yeah. Make sure you put that picture with the zoom in on the Facebook thing on the website. ConstructShow.com. Well,
40, I'm concerned. That's all I really got.
What? You got nothing?
I don't want to slam the guy.
We hung out with Jason last night, and an accidental thing.
I'm not going to slam 40.
Which is going to be great.
Nothing for him.
It's from our upcoming special coming out in 2 months called Chillin' with Jason. And next week we'll have a preview for you for that. But last night we were watching all these wrestling promos, and we were all taking turns doing them and making our own. And you didn't participate, so you're telling me that you got nothing after hearing all that last night?
Yeah.
Slam the guy.
40. I took your money. I'm going to take it again.
I took your money, and I'm going to take it again.
40, I took your money, and I'm going to take it again.
What are you going to do with it?
Spend it. I'm going to spend your money.
I'm going to go to your mama's house. What are you going to do with the money at his mama's house?
I don't know.
What? You treat her like a prostitute.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Of course that's what you do,
Why would I treat 40's mom like a prostitute?
Because you're slamming them.
You don't really do it.
Yeah.
This is all fiction. I guess, unless the stuff he's saying is true. And then we go.
Are you a serial killer?
No. Sorry.
40, how you going to get up in this ring? You can't even stand. What? He falls down. I don't know.
You got gangrene on your foot.
You think eating a cat brain is rough? Well, wait till you eat this fist as I shove it into your face.
I'm just going to crack up if I try and do all that shit.
I don't think you will. Come on, man.
40.
You got nothing.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, motherfucker, that's you. Wakey, wakey, eggs and Jakey. Do you hear what that guy called you? He said, you're not Jake the Snake, you're Jake the fake faggot. Like, he said that to you.
All that made me laugh.
He called you the F word.
I don't care. I'd be more insulted if he called me Trump.
You're trying to get political now.
Why
on
not?
This show, you're trying to get political on this show?
Why not? We just had a presidential candidate on.
That guy's not a presidential candidate.
He said he was.
Yeah. And 40 says...
Saying he's lying?
40 says he's a rock star.
You saying he's lying?
Nope. I would never call anybody a liar because you can get in trouble for slander.
Oh.
Of course I didn't say that about them.
We have been briefed on the law lately, haven't we?
Yeah. I think it's time to go. I don't know. What do you think? Take a break? Maybe 40 will call back? I really wanted to speak with him.
Yeah.
40.
It's always that way.
40 broke my heart, man. All right, well.
How's he not?
Excuse me. I think we got to go. Unless Jake has something really important to tell us.
Nope.
No.
What else do I need to tell you?
You ain't got shit, Jake. Don't tell me nothing.
40, you can't answer the phone when we call?
All right. I got something just for this occasion. It's buried way under... Whoa.
Jesus.
Way under the desk. Here we go. You know John's mom was in the newspaper?
Oh,
Really?
yeah, wow.
Yeah. Back from January 25th, 2015.
Did she get pulled over?
No. She sent a letter to this guy named Dick Crumb, Dr. Dirt. Ask Dr. Dirt. It's in the Home and Garden section of the Indy Star.
Wow.
Yeah. You want to know what she said?
Yeah.
She said, "Dear Dr. Dirt, we have a minor mystery in our little housing development here in Greenwood. A few weeks ago, our neighbor reported seeing an opossum. I always say possum. I don't know.
Opossum?
In our backyard. We have a secure fence line to prevent our dog from escaping, but apparently the critter got in. A couple days later, we discovered one of 2 birdseed hangers missing from a tree in the backyard. It was a metal post hanger with a seed cylinder on it. There is absolutely no evidence of the seed cylinder or the metal hanger anywhere in or around our property. Is it possible that the ornery possum took it with him? Thanks for being a wonderful resource."
I've got the answer.
What?
Yes. I've had this happen at my house. Wildlife take everything.
What was she asking?
If a possum would take the whole bird feeder.
Oh, okay.
You just take the whole thing?
Yeah. And they do.
Dang.
I would say it's probably more of a raccoon that would take it over a possum.
I've seen raccoons do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Hanging off my bird feeders in my yard at like 6 in the evening. I was like, what the fuck are you doing out here, man? It's broad daylight. Get out of here.
Raccoons take treasures back to their nests.
Here's what this guy says. Let's see if he actually answers the question. Possums are nocturnal. So they usually start their day at dusk in the evenings. Thus, although there are plenty of them around, we just do not see them. They are well adapted to climbing both metal and wooden fences. Their primary food during spring, summer, and fall is a combination of insects, small animals, and some plant vegetation. During the winter, food becomes scarce, and a bird feeder to them is like raiding a pantry. They have plenty of sharp teeth to open the seed cylinder. The only problem is that stealing the feeder is going to make the squirrels mad. Possums are easy to trap in a live trap, but you could catch a skunk, which is also mainly active at night. Then there would be a real problem.
That's how he ends it?
That would be a problem.
Dr. Dirt.
Thanks,
So-
doctor.
So, Will, what did he say?
Did he answer it?
I'm
it
always
says
confused.
This is a bird feeder to them is like raiding a pantry. So yeah, they would definitely do that.
Okay.
He went into cartoon world
It says they
after...
have teeth to open it, but then he
He's like,
says,
then you're going to make the squirrels mad.
yeah, what is that about? Are the squirrels going to like start eating the house because they're angry?
No, they're going to start a squirrel
The uprising?
possum war over bird feed.
So do you guys still have a problem with that? Do the possums take your bird feeders?
No.
Does she still use cylinder seeds?
We use these baffles that keep the squirrels and everything away from the bird feeders.
I've seen those. They look like cowbells or something. They're like cones.
Yeah, cones or like an umbrella that goes underneath the bird feeder.
Yeah.
And it attaches to the pole. You can also use grease and put it all up and down the pole. That's really fun to watch the squirrels try and deal with that.
Jake, I think animal abuse is one of the signs of a serial killer.
That's not abuse. That's just using them for your own entertainment.
Yeah, that's called torture, buddy.
No, that's what they recommended at the bird store.
The bird store?
Yeah. When I was a kid, it was fun to watch
Was this in Germany?
No. Bird store. The bird, like, you get bird seed and bird houses and bird feeders. Baffles.
What about bird bats?
Sure.
Can you get stuffed birds?
Wildlife stuff.
Taxidermy?
Let's say that. The wildlife store.
Wild Birds Unlimited?
Not taxidermy.
Wild Birds Unlimited?
Is that it?
What? What?
Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
It was near your house.
I like this. So you guys don't have that problem anymore. We had another one of these.
We have coyotes in our backyard now.
Yeah, we've had a couple coyotes like in the neighborhood eating people's animals.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
They like cat.
Sometimes you can hear them howling like at night, or maybe I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's weird. What's the deal? How do you get rid of those?
Shoot them. But you're in a residential neighborhood, so don't do that. You can poison them.
How would you just poison them, though?
Leave something out for just them.
I knew a guy who told me he could catch a bird. And he said, all I need is a chair and a pillowcase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
Apparently what he would do is he would just he would go at night when they're sleeping in their nest and just put the pillowcase around it.
Oh.
Yeah,
And I'll be honest with you, I also saw this guy who used to pull the wings off of flies.
Ugh.
And then when I was working at a hotel, there was a furry con going on. I fucking saw him pop up. I was like, whoa, buddy, what's going on here? That kid was a psychopath.
FurCon.
I think his name was Andrew.
Let's talk to someone that goes to FurCon.
All right. I think that this should be the end of our broadcast day. Who's with me? Jake, are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
John?
I think it's about that time.
All right. I would like to thank Darren Snyder from Indian Tune, Mike Moore from the Weirbo Full of Dicks Internet Radio Program, and Kenny and Mike from Howie the Coffee Shop, and Rich Barker from Punk Rock Night, where every Saturday night's a melody night at the Punk Rock Night, and John T from 405 Media Group. Jake!
I'd love to thank Ron at Radio Mix Music, Jeremy at Couch Potato Nation, Mark at Tangent Mountain Network, Jack at the Mix FM, Suma Peter at Loudtown Online Radio, woo! Mike from the Wheelbarrow Full of Dicks Internet Radio Program, Tom at TalkStream Live, my voice is going weird, Mike at IRN Internet Radio Program, Toby at Radio Blitz, the Mars Soundman at United Sound Choice, Tico at FJS Radio, Peter at Cornucopia Broadcasting, TJ at Deep Talk Radio, and Big Nate somewhere off the air at Cover Charge Radio.
Bum, 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 bum. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you play it, and I know this is recording, and I hope you play it. Okay, see you guys.